hardest glass ceiling this time, thanks to you. It's got about 18 million cracks in it. We have still not shattered that highest and hardest glass ceiling, but someday someone will, and hopefully sooner than we might think. Right?
Quite familiar. Now remember this photo right here from Mr. Poole.
This is Fortnite. This is the Fortnite game. Look at this.
What happens when the sky opens up? Now who mad at who? What happens when the sky opens up?
Really say, you thinking aliens are going to come here? A lot of people do think that.
Do I think they're gonna come?
You think aliens?
California is likely to be closed from next week. It's incredible. Just last week, a family spent their day at Disneyland when something unbelievable happened that might lead to its closure. On Friday, October 13th, a family from Los Angeles visited Disneyland with their child. After about 2 hours, when they wanted to have lunch, the child went to the restroom to wash their hands. When the child didn't return after 3 minutes, the parents went to check on them. They saw a man abducting the child into an underground tunnel that seemed to vanish beneath the floor.
I made it. I made it. I am in Disneyland.
Check this out. This is Vivarium. Look at this. Did y'all watch the movie yet? Y'all gotta watch it. Welcome back to the coolest channel on YouTube. Look, man, I just need one favor from y'all. Smash that like button, man. Let's get this video to like 20,000 likes, people. Share this video to your friends and family. Look, and always do your research. Don't believe nothing you see on these videos. Make it real for yourself. Go out here and do the research. But look, man, if you're going through a tough time, just know that we're going through this thing called life together. You're never in it by yourself. Tribe up. We over here for you. You know what I'm saying? We the cool cats that sit over here and talk about the weird, the good, the bad, the ugly, but we have a good time with it, man. So welcome to the family if you went ahead and subscribed though. But look, let's hop into this video, man. Without further ado, look, don't skip through anything, because look, I line these things up. You will get lost in the sauce if you skip around. But look, let's get it.
I'm about to show y'all what's in the middle of the flat earth. This information is coming from the book of Enoch. Let's see what the book of Enoch says about the middle of the earth. This is the Rebus Negra. The middle of the earth is described exactly like this in the book of Enoch. 1 Enoch chapter 26 says, "And I went from thence to the middle of the earth." Verse 2, "And there I saw a holy mountain." Verse 2, "Underneath the mountain to the east there was a stream, and it flowed towards the south." Verse 3, "And I saw towards the east another mountain higher than this, and between them a deep and narrow ravine, and it also ran a stream underneath the mountain." Verse 4, "And to the west thereof there was another mountain, lower than the former and of small elevation, and a ravine deep and dry between them." Verse 4, "And another deep and dry ravine was at the extremities of the three mountains." Verse 5, "And all the ravines were deep and narrow, being formed of hard rock, and trees were not planted upon them. And I marveled at the rocks, and I marveled at the ravine, yea, I marvel very much." This is an illustration of what Enoch possibly could have seen in the middle of the earth. And I believe that the North Star sits above this mountain.
We got the book of Enoch, chapter 17, verses 2 and 3. "And they brought me to a place of darkness, into a mountain, the point of whose summit reached heaven. And I saw the places of the
So here is a wind tracker on Google Earth. This video is going to show you what the wind patterns look like in the North Pole. This is the North Pole. Why is it making this pattern?
It's located in the center of the North Pole, and it's the center of the Earth magnetic field, known as the Taurus field. That black thing in the center of the whirlwind is the tallest mountain on Earth, far more taller than the Mount Everest. It's so tall that even it keeps reaching out the clouds. It's the Roots Nigra, or the Black Rock, also known as Mount Barrow. Some people also called it Mount Zion. You wouldn't find this massive mountain existence in mainstream science and media because it's deliberate.
So on a flat Earth, there is only a magnetic north. There is no such thing as a magnetic South Pole. No matter what, a compass will always point to the center. Our magnetic field is a torus field. This is an example of our torus field. This is a torus field. This is our magnetic field. And this is how the torus field works on the flat Earth. Again, there is no opposing pole at the edge. The entire flat Earth is diamagnetic. Everything is electromagnetic. So we have a magnetic North Pole, and we have the sun and the moon creating our electromagnetic field. And this is how we get hurricanes and water currents. We live under an electromagnetic dome battery.
You know that Edward Casey maps actually prove that America was ancient Egypt? Those of you that don't know who Edward Casey was, he was a famous psychic that made over 14,000 predictions and was never wrong. He predicted things like cell phones, when the Dead Sea Scrolls would be found, JFK's and FDR's deaths. He predicted when Hitler would take over. He predicted the alliances, when they would enter. He predicted the stock market crash in 1929 and the rise in 1931. And he also predicted that the 44th president would be black, which was Obama. He also predicted the pole shift to happen within this century and most likely within our lifetime. And the pole shift is basically when the earth just says fuck everybody and completely re-alters its surface in chaos and destruction, leaving behind very few people. And this is a map of America and what it'll look like after this pole shift happens. Notice off the coast in the Atlantic Ocean, there's a landmass and it's called Atlantis. Now, if Atlantis is actually off the coast of America and in the Atlantic Ocean, and not the Eye of the Sahara, which is currently being theorized in West Africa, then that would make America the ancient Egypt of biblical times. And that's where Thoth would have came over from Atlantis to help guide the Egyptian civilization and help build it. And that's also why the original pharaohs were black. But now, if Edgar Casey is right about the pole shift, we should probably figure out where we're going to be safe.
Facts. You feel me? Like, you know, it's cool. We know everything, but we need to figure out like where we gonna go. Like, you feel me? Have y'all checked out the map that showed? Like, they just showed it on here, but I've showed it many times. But have y'all checked it out though? It's a cool look. Now, look, I'm not saying that, you know, I'm not one of these people that just believes everything. I have to really do research on my own, just like I be telling y'all to do too as well. But, you know, you always gotta have a contingency plan. But we have to understand that a lot of things will happen just like that, and we won't know. Like these waves that they said will come. You feel me? Like, look, you're not outrunning it. You're not gonna survive it. You feel me? So if that was the case, that's all I'm saying. But yo, y'all let me know in the comments down below. Have y'all been checking it out? And what you gonna do about it? You just gonna eat the wave? Okay.
Watch Elon's body language change when he's confronted about flat Earth.
And it's mostly just a big ball of lava. That's Earth. But 10,000 feet is not a big deal.
Have you given any consideration whatsoever to the flat Earth movement?
That's a troll situation.
Oh, it's not. No, it's not. You would like to think that because you're a super genius. But I, as a normal person, I know there's people way dumber than me. And they really, really believe. They watch YouTube videos which go on uninterrupted and spew out a bunch of fucking fake facts very eloquently and articulately. And they really believe. These people really believe.
I mean, if it works for them, sure. Fine. It's weird though.
Elon knows the Earth is flat. Go ahead and analyze all the rocket launches. Does it look like they're going to space? They can't because of God's firmament. Amos chapter 9 verse 6, God has founded his vaulted dome over the earth. Or in the book of Job, hast thou with him...
And you know what? This is the part why I keep showing this correlated with this, because, you know, most people consider themselves to be like, well, I don't know where y'all at. I know most of the people, y'all starting to understand what's going on. But, you know, most people, you know, you can look at this book, fine, right? But it says this in here. But the same people that say that they believe in the Bible are the same people that's saying that the earth is round. So are you saying that God is lying about the dome that he put up and all this other shit too? Like, I'm just, the math ain't mathing. I just be confused with it. Like, what a big ass contradiction you guys are. You feel me? Like that just baffles me sometimes, you know? But let's keep going though.
Spread out the sky, which is...
And there's no shade at nobody. It's just the facts is the facts. You know, people just got to learn how to get out their feelings. Like, how can you supposed to believe in this book? So like, so God lying? He lying? Oh, okay. Explain that to him.
Strong
Wow.
and has a molten looking glass. Here he is throwing up this hand symbol. There's also Elon with the upside down cross and the Baphomet, which is the spirit of the Antichrist. The Bible tells us the number of the beast is 603, which is 666. Or how about Elon Musk's brain chip implant company? The Bible tells us that he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he had that mark. And you're telling me he's running all of these companies at the same time? I don't think so. The Bible says, have no fellowship with the fruitless deeds of darkness, but rather expose them. We're not afraid of you, Elon. But if I were you, I'd be afraid. God bless you guys. Don't forget to like and follow so you can stay tapped in with the truth. I'll see you in the next one.
In the words of Captain America, I can do this all day long. But I've done this. I've picked on SpaceX. I've picked on NASA. I want to take a fresh approach here. This is Wernher von Braun, and we all know Elon Musk. Wernher von Braun, the founder of NASA, wrote a book over 70 years ago called The Mars Project. And in it, he prophesied that a man named Elon would colonize Mars. Now, if I were to use this man as a puppet to do some soft disclosure, to start letting people know that, hey, space isn't real, and there's a firmament, and that we've been sending these rockets nowhere. If I wanted to start letting the people know, the first thing I would do is I would use a guy's name from 70 years ago that was in this book, and people would say, there is no way, that's just too big of a coincidence, and it would start the wheels spinning. Next thing I would do is I would start creating fake imagery of rockets landing, and I would clearly put birds flying backwards in it to get the wheels spinning more. And then...
And you can tell it's real because it looks so fake, honestly.
Then I would tell people I'm putting a Tesla in space because there's no way that's actually happening. There's no way people would believe that. So they would start thinking even more. And then not only would I tell them that, I'd put some images up there that say, hey, if you start figuring this out, don't panic, okay? Things are going to be okay. And then I would make it even more clear by having glitches and saying, oh my gosh, look, it's actually in a studio. It's not in space. And then I would send some things and crash them into the firmament.
To you, you can see it, but from the ground, it almost looks as though a cloud of smoke with its own mind is just shooting through the sky.
Get stuck in the firmament.
Absolutely.
I would send a rocket.
And at this point, it looks amazing, but at this point, I really couldn't tell you what exactly is happening.
Of course not.
Elon's like, guys, I have told him there's a Tesla in space. I've literally sent a rocket and crashed it into the firmament to the point it gets stuck. I've done all these things, and these people will believe everything. I don't know what else to do. Maybe I'm just going to straight up tell them in Twitter that the world is flat and I can't get past the firmament. Man, these people, they'll believe everything.
Hey, but you gotta understand though, Elon Musk, he has a very weird sense of humor where it's like kind of hard to read sometimes, you know. But we didn't see the things that he would say, even with cryptocurrencies and stuff. He would make certain cryptocurrencies go just from saying a word. So, you know, people love to take his word serious, but it's kind of hard to read because he's the king of like misdirection. So you never know what direction he's coming from. That's what I see from my assessment. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments down below.
Storm coming to the Caribbean. A huge dust storm from the Sahara. How did the dust from the Sahara reach the Caribbean so quick? That means Africa is closer than they tell you. Question everything. Everything is a blasted lie. I had an auntie that worked for the airline, Air Jamaica to be specific, for many years. And right before she retired, the pilot told her, direct flight to Africa is only 3.5 hours from Barbados. So why we have to go to Europe? Forgot Africa. Those blasted witches. Why they send us to Italy and London and Europe? Forgot we over here so. Forgot Africa so. You have a question that? Yes, my beloveds. 3.5 hour flight. That's what the pilots told us. Directly from Barbados.
The map is wrong. Oh dear, yes. Look at Greenland. Okay. Now look at Africa. Okay. The two land masses appear to be roughly the same size. Yes. Would it blow your mind if I told you that Africa is in reality 14 times larger?
Yes. Here we have Europe drawn considerably larger than South America. When it's 6.9 million square miles, South America is almost double the size of Europe's 3.8 million.
Alaska appears 3 times as large as Mexico, when Mexico is larger by 0.1 million square miles.
Germany appears in the middle of the map when it's in the northernmost quarter of the Earth.
Wait. Relative size is one thing, but you're telling me that Germany isn't where we think it is?
Nothing's where you think it is.
Where is it?
I'm glad you asked.
It's only 3.5 hour direct flight from Barbados.
Just saying.
Is it something they don't want us to see over the sea? I currently see they are making money, currency, off of our ignorancy. So get with it. Question everything. This is the time of revelation. You know, see what I go on. That's where everything you learn and start relearn.
It looked like this before. How many of you have ever seen this map?
Seen that map?
Yeah. Isn't this the map that you use K through 16 in the United States of America? Now, folks, look at this map. According to your...
So this is when I keep telling y'all, like as a group, like all the fighting shit is stupid, right? Over dumb shit. We have to understand, like, I'm gonna keep saying this, we have all been taught the wrong shit. And a lot of people have a superior complex. And that's how the outside world looks at us too as well, like other countries. As a group, y'all. So white, black, all of us that stay here, right? Because of the indoctrination and what they've done to us in the school systems here that were built like jails. And you know how that went for especially us, the people that look like us. They treated us like prisoners at school. And a lot of y'all can't relate to that shit, but that's how it was. But at the same time, they taught us, you know, bullshit on purpose. Why would they purposely make our stuff seem a lot bigger than other countries and shit like that, other continents. It's just wild, bro. Like, and you got to think that affected a lot of people's mindsets as adults. And what do we have now? We have a bunch of ignorant adults that can't learn anything new because they were taught that they're better than everybody, they're superior than everybody, when that's not even the reality of the thing. But let's keep going though. So your social studies teacher, what is the equator? An imaginary line where?
Yeah.
Around the center of the earth. Then if this map is correct, then the equator must be here, and Chicago has a tropical climate. Now, folks, this is the map that we use in the schools. Look where the United States is, in the middle of the world, right? Now, here's the USSR, which is no more, of course, Mongolia, China, Africa, India, Pakistan, Afghanistan. Now, look over here. USSR, Mongolia, China, India, Pakistan, Afghanistan. Two Indias here. We have two Indias. Did you know that? Now, people, this is a flat-out lie. Look at the size of Greenland and the size of South America. According to your social studies teachers, what were continents? Largest land masses on the face of the earth, right? Now, do you know the continents? Africa, Asia, Australia, Antarctica, Europe, North America, and South America. Did I say Greenland? Well, Greenland isn't a continent, but it's a huge landmass according to this map, right? The map is a flat-out lie, people. If you read the legend on the map, here it says, in fact, South America is actually 9 times larger than Greenland. Now, look at this map. The equator on this map is down here. All the white countries are larger than they should be, and all the countries of people of color are smaller than they should be. This is a visual image that teaches children a lie. And another lie is, you know, we inhabited every piece of land before anybody, but it was whatever though.
All right, y'all. I need y'all to watch this video. After y'all watch this video, comment. After your comment, share. We need to know what's going on with the moon. Please comment, like, and share this video.
If the moon has vanished.
Alright, you guys already know the deal. This video was made 100% for entertainment purposes only. Nothing in this video should be considered factual. This is all fake. This video is 100% speculation. It's my opinions, my theories, my thoughts. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and say that I'm an actress and I'm practicing my movie lines. Hopefully that's good enough. Now let's get into it. Okay, so have you guys heard that apparently the moon disappeared? I shit you not. So there's this video of it like running away from a UFO or something. I don't know, watch for yourself and let me know what you think's happening.
Alright, the moon is moving in the sky. It's running away from this craft. I don't even know what that is. Look at that, I'm standing still. I'm leaving my camera still. That's the moon moving away. And that thing's chasing it. If I sit still, look, the moon runs away from my camera. I'll put it all the way over here and watch. The moon is running away. It's the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. It's running away from this craft. It almost seems like it's changing directions, like it's not going straight.
Hey, I seen y'all comments on the last time I showed this one right here, right? But this is gonna go into something else. But y'all said, I seen the comments, y'all said it might be being told by something. And look, any of these things is a possibility.
Somebody tell me what's going on here. I've never seen this before. The moon is literally running away from that thing.
And apparently ever since that video was posted, people haven't been able to find the moon. I have no clue, dude. All I know is I heard this and then I went outside last night to see if I could find the moon. Tell me why I couldn't. Like, the moon's always in the same spot, like every night. And it wasn't there. And then I even went outside, like put a coat on, got fully dressed, went outside, walked up and down the street, did circles in the sky, looking everywhere. No moon. Make that make sense. Then I get online to see, like, is this really a thing that people are posting about? And I find all kinds of videos. Here, look at some.
If you look outside tonight, I've looked everywhere, there is no moon again. This is the second or third night in a row. This is the second night in a row. There is no moon. It was like this after the full solar eclipse we had. It was like that for 3 or 4 days. That right there is a star. There is no moon out. This is not supposed to happen.
No moon for a week now.
Still no
Now
moon.
this.
What the hell is that?
So I don't really know what's going on. All I know is I cannot wait for tonight because like I'm searching for the moon, searching for it. And I'm not saying the moon's a spaceship or anything, but like, did you guys see the Truman Show where they had the base there and like all the other conspiracy theory movies, right? So just like a food for thought, just my wild brain thinking away, right? What if like the, you know, reptilians and cabal were like, oh, we know we're gonna get busted, and let's make everybody think we went to the bunkers or hiding out or whatever, but really let's get in our frickin' moon spaceship and get the fuck on. And they did, and now the moon's gone. And like, I don't know. But I'm just saying there are all those conspiracy theories saying that like the moon was brought here and it like traps your souls or whatever, that the moon's like harvesting your soul on the planet and like keeping it here or whatever, right? I don't know. Just something crazy to think about. But for real though, where's the moon? And I don't want to hear anybody in the comments talking about this is so fake, I Googled it. Like, bro, Google's not going to tell you the moon's missing, okay? But I will. I walked outside and I'm telling you, I could not find that anywhere. So I'm going to need all you guys tonight to go outside and just please look for the moon.
Like, share, and follow for more.
Hey, facts though. That's what people do. Like, yeah, that's not the truth. Okay, look, just like you know, how they lie to y'all and they show you the NASA people in outer space with green screens and stuff glitching out and everything else like that, and y'all still want to believe that. I'm not saying that the Earth is round. I'm not saying that it's flat, but one thing is they're completely lying. Now we don't all of a sudden we don't have the technology to go to the moon. Hey, come on, man. I'm just saying, bro. We gotta think for ourselves, people.
More for videos like this. And also keep up with me on my other platform. Let's get this shift.
Time to go in the house. That's like a roach that you can't like you know what I'm saying? You seen a big ass roach and then that motherfucker like disappear and you can't find him. Oh, you gotta die before I go to sleep. You feel me? Like, oh, I'm not going to sleep tonight. One of us gotta go. Not gonna be me. You feel me? Like that's how it is. Or a spider? Nah. You know what I'm saying?
Han är något hålla på en lika. Visst det rör sig om ja, det är
Crazy. You ain't seen that too.
This is why
you ain't seen that in too many other channels. It's crazy.
Why the earthquake happened in Iceland.
I'm just saying though, that sound like seem like some harp action or something like that. You see the energies in the sky, that just didn't come from a volcano, but I understand that auroras and all the other stuff, but come on now. Hey, that's all you got? She couldn't run no faster? It kind of looked like that language off of one of them alien movies when the aliens was trying to talk through the wall or whatever, and they had that black ink on the other side, and it was forming like symbols and stuff like that. That's a little kind of crazy though. Oh, Apple commercial. Look at it.
Apple Computer will introduce Macintosh, and you'll see why 1984 won't be like 1984.
It's a long fly ball going back, and the ball shatters the sky, bringing the ocean itself down into the stadium.
They got through the firmament. Basically, we would flood like Noah's in the Ark flood, because that's exactly what happened the last time the firmament was open. They'll never, ever get through the firmament. It's a promise from God.
We just put the biggest crack in that glass ceiling yet. Although we weren't able to shatter that highest, hardest glass ceiling this time, thanks to you, it's got about 18 million cracks in it. We have still not shattered that highest and hardest glass ceiling, but someday someone will, and hopefully sooner than we might think right now. It may be hard to see tonight, but we are all standing under a glass ceiling right now.
Fuck? Bitch, what? Hey, what the fuck? What the fuck?
All right, XRP community. For those of you who follow Mr. Poole,
And you've seen this picture right here behind me, where the sky opens up, has us raising eyebrows. You feel me? Now, you know me, Mr. Aquaman. I be connecting the dots for y'all. I got that elephant's memory. So I'm chilling with my kiddos, playing Fortnite. And look at what we found. Boy, doesn't this look quite familiar. Now remember this photo right here from Mr. Poole. This is Fortnite. This is the Fortnite game. So this was chapter 2, season 8 of Fortnite. They got chapters and seasons and all that shit. But look at that. Sky opening up. Just like Mr. Poole said, right? That's some wild shit right there. Now wait, I got some more for y'all. Now listen to this.
What happens when the sky opens up? Now who mad at who? What happens when the sky opens up?
Really say, you thinking aliens are gonna come here? A lot of people do think that.
Do I think they're gonna come?
You think aliens are?
She mentioned in that clip today that she already know that they're here. They walk amongst us. Hey, what movies do we look? We've seen the sky open up so many times in the Avenger movies and stuff like that. Every time, like, why is it they coming through a portal? The portal is the firmament. Like, that's just my assumption. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that in the comments.
Proof the firmament is cracked.
I'm just saying.
Disneyland California is likely to be closed from next week. It's incredible. Just last week, a family spent their day at Disneyland when something unbelievable happened that might lead to its closure. On Friday, October 13th, a family from Los Angeles visited Disneyland with their child. After about 2 hours, when they wanted to have lunch, the child went to the restroom to wash their hands. When the child didn't return after 3 minutes, the parents went to check on them. They saw a man abducting the child into an underground tunnel that seemed to vanish beneath the floor. The parents could only watch as the ground folded in on itself. It was impossible to see that there was a tunnel hidden underneath. The parents rushed out and informed the security personnel. When the police arrived, they couldn't believe it. It seemed impossible for a tunnel to exist beneath the floor as there were no visible signs. Until now, nobody believes them, and the child is still reported as missing. The parents had to visit a psychiatrist because they continued to insist on what they witnessed. There is currently a discussion about breaking the floor to investigate. Do you believe the parents are telling the truth and that something is hidden there?
Get your ass in here and sit down. Disney got a lot of secrets. And one of their biggest secrets is them damn tunnels. And this dude found one. Roll the footage.
It's kind of short. It's gotten pretty dark. Glow stick. There we go. That's a little better.
Hold on. You telling me you going down there with just a glow stick, my boy?
This is supposed to come up on Tom Sawyer's Island in Frontierland, which in 1956, Walt Disney was said to have given it to the state of Missouri, and the governor of Missouri was supposed to have annexed it. However, the state of Missouri doesn't confirm that. So I'm not sure if we're coming up in California still. It's getting kind of dark, so I'm going to throw my glow stick ahead of me to make sure there's no sudden drops or anything. Okay. So far, so good.
Are those kids?
I hear people. I made it. I made it. I am in Disneyland.
Now, what's even more sad than this? Just this Friday the 13th in October, some parents went to Disneyland in California, and when they went to lunch, they let their 3-year-old child go to the bathroom to wash his own hands. And you guessed it, he didn't come back after a few minutes. So they went looking for him. How about they open the damn door to go in the bathroom and they see their child disappearing into the floor. They said the floor just caved in on itself. They called the police. Police came. You guessed it. They couldn't find the hole. So now they calling the parents crazy as hell. Now they gotta see a psychiatrist because they done lost their damn mind, which is understandable. So now they talking about shutting the park down. Why is it even being talked about? Ooh, Walt, you have some secrets. Get y'all ass up out of here.
You know what's crazy though? Even more crazier than that though. Like, we gotta keep it real though. We're gonna keep it real on this channel, y'all. Like, look, let's spam that in the comments down below. We're gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. Ain't no damn way that your 3-year-old should have been going to the bathroom to wash your hands by themselves. Ain't no damn way. Not even in your household. Cause you know these mugs don't go in there and do what they supposed to anyway. A 3-year-old, you go in there and help them wash their hands effectively so they can learn the proper way to do it, you know, and they can make that a habit into their daily life. See, a lot of the times these people are out here neglecting their children, sitting around, not interacting with them like that. And meanwhile, you know, they're being indoctrinated and learning things that aren't what they're supposed to be learning, you know, and it's just crazy, man, for the lack of parenting. And I understand that we go through a lot coming up, but one thing we have to do is protect our children at the end of the day, y'all. And that's real talk. Ain't no excuse for not protecting your children. Ain't no goddamn way that the baby should have been going in there to a public bathroom to wash their hands by themselves. Ain't no damn way.
And stop letting your kids go to these bathrooms alone.
Crazy.
Everybody got a certain level of that shit couldn't happen to me type of guts, but no, don't send them babies by themselves. This baby is gone, and ain't no telling what's going on. They ain't even found him yet.
Check this out. This is vivarium. Look at this. Did y'all watch the movie yet? Y'all gotta watch it.
All right. So if you want to watch Vivarium, there's just a few things you have to get through. Okay. It's a Lionsgate film. Hell yeah. But also brought to you by... whatever the fuck this is. Also by Saban Films, which is the Power Rangers people, by the way. That's Saban Entertainment. That's where I know that from. But then again, also... Feast Iron Screen Island. But then also XYZ Films. But then again, also... Yuri Images. But then again, also... the Danish Film Institute, but then also the CMPH Film Fund, but then also Wall Image, but then also it's Kafka and Belifus, but then also La Passion du Cinema, and also Fantastic Films, and also Fracas, and also Ping Pong Film. And we can begin the movie.
Yo. Alright, look, if y'all haven't watched Vivarium, look, man, it's a good watch. I watched that thing when it first came out, man. Like, I thought it was amazing, you know, especially if you into that type of stuff, you know. And I thought it was interesting how they were trapped. Not necessarily in a dome, but probably in an alternate reality, or it seemed like, man, look, it's alternate reality. Could be a play off of a dome or whatever, but the only way out was to figure out where was he going. This kid that they had to raise for a couple of days, and he became an adult, really. And they was trying to figure out where he was walking to. He was getting messages through the TV screen, and she eventually followed him, found him, you know, and tried to hit him with the axe, and he started getting real creepy on the ground, and that's when he opened up the ground. So, you know, it's a cool watch, but think about the Disney situation, you know. Just keep your eyes open, man. Make sure you're out here protecting your children. You know, like I said, don't believe anything you see in these videos. Make sure you're going out here to do your own research. But I found that to be very interesting. And is it true? How y'all feeling about that in the comments down below? You know what I'm saying? But look, like I always say, man, spread love, because there's too much hate in this world. You know, this is a safe place for us to come here and speak about the good, the bad, the ugly, all the weird, the aliens, the Sasquatch, whatever, you know. Now, like I said, everybody want to jump on the bandwagon and talk about these things, you know, that we've been talking about for years on this channel. But look, I appreciate y'all. Like I always say, spread love, because there's too much hate in this world. I love you guys. See you on the next video. And I'm out, though. Blah.